to Tea Time Diaries. It is officially winter, and I wanted to share with you this elegant winter tea party that I recently hosted for some of my close coworkers. I'm going to be sharing everything with you from the table decor all the way to everything that I served for this tea party. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, everyone. So this is the elegant winter tea party that I'm going to be hosting today, later on this afternoon. This is what my tablescape looks like. And you'll notice that some of these pieces I've used before in a previous winter tea party. But my goal for this tea party wasn't to purchase too much. I wanted to use what I had, but also try to elevate it a little bit to try to make it a bit more elegant. So I'm going to start off with this beautiful snowflake tablecloth. This is gold and silver with a beautiful cream beige color. And I got this online at Kohl's. It was actually part of my Black Friday shopping. So I had some Kohl's cash and I had a coupon. So of course, and just the regular Black Friday sale. So I was able to get this beautiful tablecloth, and I'll try to find it so I can link it below. But I think it really helps with the elegance factor, along with all of the gold and silver touches that I have. Moving on, I have my gold plate chargers, which I have used plenty of times before on my channel, and I have these snowflake plates, which I believe I purchased 2 years ago. So last year the theme was different. It was a coquette bow theme, and so I still have the bow going on, but I made this bow with the napkin. So I have these beautiful silver napkins, and I just put the napkin ring in the middle and then made a cute little bow design, and I put that on top of these snowflake plates, which, like I said, I used 2 years ago in a previous tea party. So I'm just kind of combining different elements and ideas from previous winter tea parties. And then I have those pretty little snowflakes, which are actually like card holders. So I'm just gonna make some cards that have the names of my guests. It's just gonna be 3 of my coworkers and of course me. And then I have these beautiful golden candle holders, and I got these from Kohl's as well during their Black Friday sale, and they were, again, very affordable. And then I have these battery operated taper candles rather, but again, they're battery operated, which is good because I think in the past 2 winters I've been using actual taper candles, and of course they burn out very quickly. So with these, there's no danger of a fire. That's something that I used to worry about a lot if something fell. But these are safe, and I can turn them on with a remote, which is going to look really pretty now that the sun goes down early. By the time my guests get here and we get started, I'm going to have all the twinkle lights on, including the candle lights, which is going to be great. And I'll take pictures of that as well. But I think that adds to the elegance factor. And then I have the beautiful centerpiece, which again, this is part of my everyday decor here at home. I have this on the center of my table all year round, regardless. I mean, not all year round, all winter round, all winter long rather. I just, depending on what kind of theme I have for my tea party, you may not always see it, but I always have this on my table. And then I have this little sign, walking in a winter wonderland, and these really cute little snowbirds And then for the teacups, I'm using my Royal Albert Old Country Roses design just because it has that pretty gold color. And then I think the green, and then it's like a dark burgundy. It's not really red, but it's like a dark burgundy. I feel like those colors tie well with the winter theme. Let me go over on this other side. So I have this tray here for food. I have my white tiered tray. And then I have two more plates on this side, again with the little snowflake card holder. I have another tray here for food, and I'm excited to share the menu with you guys because I have a lot of really nice ideas. And the food, some of the food is going to serve kind of as decor as well, which I'm excited about. And then I have my electric tea kettle down here that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to pour the hot water in there, turn it on. I like this tea kettle because it looks like just a regular teapot. And so I don't have to move the hot water from a kettle into a fancier teapot. I like that this one already looks like a pretty ceramic teapot. And then I have the little cream pitcher that I use often because it's white with gold. It's also Royal Albert. So this is what the table looks like from this angle, and you can see it in the back there on top of the buffet table. I have some more winter decor up. I love snowflakes and snow. As a matter of fact, we got some snow today. I'm going to show you out the window in a little bit, but all of those, everything on that table lights up. So I'm going to be turning that on later on. So again, it's going to look really pretty with all the little twinkle lights. And then over here, I have some more, let me zoom out so you guys can see, but I have some more winter decor. Just stuff, again, that I have all winter long, but it ties really well with the theme today. And I don't know if you guys can see outside a little bit. Don't mind the mic. Hopefully this doesn't make, and that might be a bad idea. It might make a loud sound, but you can kind of see the snow through the blinds there. I was freaking out a little bit because I didn't want it to snow too much. I didn't want my guests to have to cancel, but it was just maybe like an inch or so, nothing too crazy. But this is what the table looks like now during the day. Like I said, in the evening, everything is going to look a lot nicer, and I'll also show you pictures and a video once the food is ready.
The menu for the party was excellent. I really enjoyed the food as well as all of the beautiful festive colors that the food had. And like I said before, it served as kind of decoration for the table as well. So I made a winter salad with sweet potatoes. It also had some pomegranate seeds and some pecans. Very, very delicious. I also made a beautiful dip with cranberries, fresh cranberries, parsley, so you can see the nice green and red color. I served it with some bread chips that was delicious. And then I made a caprese or caprese salad, but I put it in the shape of a candy cane. I actually saw that on Pinterest, and I thought it was super cute and a great way to, again, use the food as decoration. And then, of course, I made classic cucumber sandwiches as well, because you have to have a good classic cucumber sandwich for a tea party, right? So those were my savory items. And then for my scones, I made fresh cranberry and orange scones. So I've made cranberry orange scones before, but I've made them with dried cranberries. This time I made them with fresh cranberries. So that was different, but they came out just as good. So I enjoyed those. I also made a special holiday drink with some ginger ale and some cranberry juice, fresh cranberries, and some rosemary. And then for dessert, I served almond biscotti with some chocolate and peppermint cookies. I got that dough from Target, the cookie dough, and it was really delicious. So that was quick and easy to make, and a nice dessert that again had those wintry flavors to it, the peppermint and the chocolate. And then I had peppermint tea and gingerbread tea to serve to my guests. Of course, I had a bunch of other different types of teas, but most of us stuck with the two that were there. But this was all the food, and I would have loved to take a video, but my guests arrived on time and I just wasn't able to. But this is all the food and the tablescape. It was a great party. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about everything. Hope that you all have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope to see you in 2026. Have a terrific day. Bye.